What's up? Welcome to Poderosa, a Survivor podcast. I'm Tony. That's Mammers. That's Bree. And I'm actually at their house right now. I'm in his room. So if you see a beautiful mess in the background, keep in mind it's not my room, it's his. He loves it. I'll know that now. All right. So let's talk about Survivor, though. That's what we're here for. So let's talk about it. What did y'all think of the episode?
Um, I mean, it is fine. I'm glad we got a swap, obviously. We needed that. We were in dire need for that. The swap was somewhat interesting how it broke down. I did like how the two blue people were split up. Um, but then it would have been nicer if both tribes were like 3-3 with a blue and then 3-3 with a blue instead of 4-2, 4-2. Because it kind of makes like the boots really obvious because obviously yellow and red have to go against each other.
I liked it. I thought the swap was pretty fair. I thought it was a pretty even swap on who went where. You don't have one tribe that's more physically demanding than the other.
That part's nice.
Yeah, one that's more strategic than the other. I think it's a pretty even swap across the board. And I really still enjoy like the focus on Sophie and her story of navigating through her tribe, and then how, Savannah and Rizzo are going on their tribe since they were swapped together. They're in the head of their majority alliance. So I think they're doing a good job of storytelling. I wish that I liked these people more. Like, I just don't like them as much as I've liked other past seasons. 47, 48, I thought had better cast than this season. But the storytelling that they are going with so far, I don't hate it.
I see. That's funny you say that because I really like a few of them, but I get the overall it's not as high.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I really like Rizzo, Savannah, Sophie. I mean, you guys aren't as high on him, but I like Nate. I like that alliance a lot. That four-person alliance is like doing it for me. Give me that as the final four, and I'll be happy.
So listen to this. So obviously we know the swap tribes are, and the numbers are 4-2-1 from the original tribes on both sides. I think if it was 3-3, it would be harder for like a blue member, like a Sophie or an Alex, to integrate themselves into the majority.
Yeah.
Like long term. Like I feel like now this is kind of Sophie is replacing Jawan is how I feel like it's kind of
Yeah.
happening, which I feel like might not have happened if it was a 3-3. So maybe it would have, but I feel
I
like
think
something.
either way they would have been fine in the short term, but I get what you're saying. In the long run, Sophie
Yeah.
could really get in on the end now.
Yeah, because I'd have to flip on Jawan with Sophie, and I feel like
Yeah.
that would solidify the trust
And she
there.
has the personality to do that. Like, she can get in with these people.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
even her doing the self-deprecating thing of, oh, I'm lost, oh, I don't know what to do. Like she knows what she's doing. Like, she's able to fake that pretty well, I've thought.
She seems already more in with them than Juwan is.
Oh yeah.
Does a better job of it than Alex, at least from what we're getting in the edit. Like Alex isn't really giving me like he's fitting in with all of them
Well,
as
you have
much.
to remember too, we Sophie's tribe is the one that lost, so that's the one we watched
That's true.
actually play the game. Now, if
Yeah.
Alex tribe loses, and we should see something similar.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I definitely don't think nobody's gonna vote out somebody who just went to like lost four people in a row. Like nobody's.
right, especially now that they're going to see that the majority red tribe voted out a yellow member. The other tribe's going to see that and say, "All right, the majority yellow tribe needs to vote out a red tribe member."
Right.
Now.
So, I mean, as the other tribe, you have to consider throwing the next
You
jack.
have to.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Lose. Yeah, you have to. Honestly, both tribes should want to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it just helps their numbers to lose, which is an odd thing to be in a position like that where losing is actually better because it never is. But right now, it actually is better.
This is a good example of why having two tribes is good, because you have one team against another team. You can root for who you want to win, and just like size of a majority, you want to vote for one side or the other. When you have three tribes, it's just one too many to that couple party there. And it's good versus evil, right versus wrong. Like, you want to have that duo rivalry, and I'm hoping that we have that in the merge, especially once we get farther into this game.
And it's also nice because when a tribe loses, and because when the tribe loses, we only see that tribe. Well, if there's only two tribes, we're at least seeing half the cast. When it's three tribes, we're only seeing 30% of the cast, because like the first 4 episodes or 3 episodes, all we saw mainly was Baloo.
Correct.
So we were missing out on so much of the rest of the cast.
Yeah.
Now, when anyone loses, we're seeing at least half the people doing something.
The I thought it was funny when Sophie and Alex were on the beach and the water came up. They were legitimately sleeping and the water just freaking came up and hit them.
And she loses her shoe. I mean, it was so funny to me when she said, "Yeah, I'm wearing someone's shoes that got voted out a few days ago. I couldn't find mine." Like, oh gosh, they're a mess.
I don't know why.
Came and took her shoe because Jake couldn't.
And brought it back. I would have been like, "Nah, girl, you got to struggle now."
I couldn't believe they found it. I couldn't believe they found it.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, and like, how do you feel about this? This was a big thing that got talked about too. I feel like was the fact that they used the yellow and blue. They used the tribe with everything and the tribe with nothing. I'm kind of surprised they didn't just use yellow and red so that nobody's really getting screwed. The way they did it, half the people really got screwed here.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a certain beach that they use for like a bigger tribe. You know what I'm saying? So like maybe they had to choose the blue beach because it's a bigger accommodation than maybe like the yellow beach. Maybe the yellow beach or whatever they, disregard as they get farther and they know that's how it, or I'm just saying in general.
Right.
One of the beaches, I'm sure, is one of the ones that they cut, early every single time because of size or because of resources or whatever the case is. They maybe have to use the blue tribe because they have more resources there that's not been picked through to accommodate the amount of people that's going to be there.
I think they probably just wanted one tribe to have a better advantage and one tribe to struggle.
Oh, no, they did. Maybe, and I mean, like, my question is, like, how do you feel about that? Because I don't really know I don't know if I like it.
Originally, I was like, why didn't they just do yellow and red and get rid of the blue? Like, it was already decimated. Like, that's kind of what I thought was going to happen. So I think I had in my mind that's what I wanted to happen. But now that I saw it play out, I think I like it how it was done, actually.
Interesting. I don't know. I mean, it worked out that the blue tribe did win, so they got Flint and got some stuff going. Yeah. But, like, I don't know. The yellow tribe, I mean, they got fishing gear, they got hammocks. Like, they are living such a better life than that blue tribe is right now.
And so led to a really funny moment that I thought was that Savannah and Rizzo had, where they were like, "Oh, they had the hammock for one night, and now we get it for the rest of the tribe swap." And like,
they're funny. I like that duo a lot.
Yeah,
and it turns them in. It gives them a chance to have a villainous edit that isn't like, a gross villain edit. It's
right.
A fun villain edit.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. That makes sense.
And then we saw Sophie and Savannah, like we kind of saw that relationship build the most. I felt
Sophie and Nate built really well too.
Yeah,
they did. But we saw Sophie. I don't know if she told other people, but she did tell Savannah about Alex.
Yeah,
told Nate that.
Right. Yeah, that is fair.
Savannah wants to work with her. She wants to.
They both do.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think she's already more in with that group than Juwan is.
That whole moment of Juwan having the conversation with Matt and like
so
Matt,
funny.
And then Juwan's like on board with it, and then he goes to confessional and basically shit talks Matt. I'm like, Juwan, you're going to fucking look like a fucking clown when you get voted out by these people that Matt tried to get you to turn on.
Yeah. I mean, it was a whole funny thing because Matt was right. Juwan should have went with him.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, like, Juwan's reaction and how he was telling it to them was so funny to me. I enjoyed that whole scene too. Like, it was funny. I like Juwan's personality. I do.
Yeah.
I don't think he's in a good shape at all, but I do enjoy his personality. I mean, he's still probably fine. And like telling them that probably bought him some more time too. I mean,
I think it's okay that he bypassed this opportunity because I do think he'll probably get another opportunity at the merge.
Yes, he will.
But it makes me think that he's not going to take that opportunity down the road, the way he handled it with Matt.
I think the other part of it too, though, is like if he had said and actually did go with Matt, I don't know if they would have had Sophie on board anyways. So he might have still voted incorrectly and lost the vote.
Yeah, that's true.
And then looked like a complete clown.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. But it's the way he talked about it in his confessional that makes it the wrong way to think about it. I think.
Yeah.
Like, would have gone into that if you had gone to the confessional and been like, "Oh, we've already brought Sophie in," like Matt doesn't understand we don't have the numbers. Even if I were to flip, even though if he said all that in the confession, I would be like, "Oh shit, okay, Jawan's thinking about this."
Yeah.
Now I'm just like,
They still have to get votes too to get Nate out because that's what Matt wanted to do. And realistically, did they have the votes to be able to do
that's
that?
What I'm saying.
They
like,
don't
they
have the votes to do that. So I mean, was it a bad move for Jawan to not go with Matt when he knew probably ahead of time that he wasn't going to have the votes anyway? I mean, it's hard to make a plan of something
because he already knew
the votes aren't going to go your way.
He already knew Sophie was with the red people at that point. So it's like there's nothing he can really do in this situation.
Also, he tossed Sophie's name to the original red people too, didn't he?
Yeah. So yes, he did. That's what he should not have done.
Yeah.
Because he assumed, he said it in his confessional that he thought that she was the obvious target. So like he went ahead and just threw her out when you don't know if she's the obvious target or not. But he should have, I don't want to say he should have gone against his original alliance member, but his original tribe member, but that's what you got to do.
But he said he was fine with Jason going too.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know if you guys are going to agree with this, but I don't think Tony will. But I think Jason was the better vote for them. To me, Jason sitting there basically telling them, "I'm never going to go against Yellow." Okay, well, we're not Yellow, so bye. I don't know. I think Jason was terrible this episode.
I think that who was it that said it? Was it Matt or Rizzo? Maybe it was Rizzo that said it, not Matt. It was definitely Rizzo. It was doesn't really matter, Matt or Jason. Whatever. No. If they lose again, that Jason's gone.
Right.
He's going to be going next for sure if they go to tribal again.
But
and I don't think that Jason is, like he said, he's not tribe strong with his new tribe, and he just doesn't have that strategic leverage with these people and that social leverage with these people to be able to turn a vote his way, especially if he's in trouble and is going to be going home.
But my thing is,
easy thing to do.
My thing is, if Matt is more open to the idea of working with new people, that's more beneficial at the merge than Jason, who is going to just run back to the other people and try and vote with them.
Yeah,
I do. Did either of them play a shot in the dark?
No.
Did Jason vote Matt?
Jason bluffed that he was going to, but he never did.
Did Jason vote Matt?
No, he voted for Nate.
Nate, yeah.
No, Matt voted for Nate.
They both did. It was 3-2-2. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was 3-2-2.
Yeah.
It only had one vote.
No, I thought it was 3-2-2.
Wait, Rizzo didn't have his vote.
Yeah, he did. He found the idol.
Wait, he's on the other tribe.
No, he was on that tribe.
Oh, he was on the tribe, yeah.
He found the idol. He got his vote back.
I really
Nate only had one vote. Maybe.
I
thought so too. Maybe it was
4-2-1.
4-2-1.
That's why I'm thinking Jason might have voted Matt.
I don't know. We'd have to go back and look on that. I can't remember.
He might have. Who else was he going to vote? He wasn't going to vote for Sophie.
Right. Yeah, he voted. Yeah. He voted.
No, it was either. I mean, he either voted Matt or Nate.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Nate only had one vote. I hope. Otherwise, whoever else voted him, they're done. Because Nate,
it would be Jason.
As soon as Nate finds out someone's against him, he wants them out.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't know. I don't love how he handled that.
He definitely got emotional about it. He definitely made emotional decision there.
You're literally going after them, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I also think that the edit makes it more dramatic always than it actually is. Was Nate really having a meltdown over this? I doubt it. I mean, realistically, obviously they're going to come for me, and we have the numbers anyway. So, I doubt he was having that big of an ordeal over it. But they make it seem like, it's the end all be all.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they make Rizzo and Savannah seem like they're going to push hard for it to be Jason. You know what I mean? They just try and keep it interesting when it's not actually interesting.
So back to my point about Jason and Matt. I know you think that Jason was the right vote. I personally think Matt probably was the right vote, mainly because most of the time you're trying to avoid tribal council. And Jason being the puzzle master gives you a very, very high chance of winning any challenge that involves a puzzle. So, I don't know. By keeping Jason, you're giving yourself a better chance to avoid tribal in the future.
I mean, sure, but here's my counterpoint to that is do you want to avoid tribal council next? Because you're better off voting out Jason next instead of the other tribe going and they're going to vote out a red person. So that means Shannon or Sage. They're close with Shannon. If that tribe goes to tribal and votes out Shannon, that's horrible for your game. losing again and voting out Jason's way better for your game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's still the thought of like it's Survivor and like there's chances of an idol being found. Maybe Jason has the opportunity to find an idol, or like maybe you go to more than one tribal and then you have to vote out Juwan or Sophie, and like you're avoiding that by avoiding tribal. And so I don't know. I mean, I do think Matt has like benefits to him because I do think he was more likely to flip around and not necessarily work with the same people the entire game, like Jason is making pretty clear. So,
I mean, the number of times Jason brought up being Hina strong, basically, I was just like, dude, like, what? This is horrible gameplay. Even at tribal, he's like, yeah, I love my original tribe. Okay, well, you're not with like any of those people, so what are we doing?
I'm shocked.
Hurt him.
Like, I get casting like maybe like one person who's like extremely loyal and like diehard tribe. Like you want to cast different people, but for the majority point, you got to cast people who are like willing to flip,
Play the game. Yeah, I mean, being tribe strong is not fun TV ever.
No, absolutely not. And I don't understand why he thinks that's a good move for him going forward. Like even if you truly feel that way, you need to fake it until you make it.
Yeah.
Like, until you get back with your old tribe, that's when you can celebrate saying, listen, I've been waiting for you for this the whole time. Like you guys were back together again. Like, back to, but you know what? Realistically, those other people are going to develop other relationships too, and you can't assume that all those people are going to be tribe strong like you are. So,
it wasn't even
it's a bad move altogether, both socially and strategically.
What makes it even crazier is the fact that he wasn't even in like alliances on that OG tribe.
Yeah,
he was on the outs of that OG tribe, and he's still OG tribe strong.
Yep.
Like, how bad is this guy at the game? Like, what are we doing?
Terrible.
Yeah, that really shows how bad your perception is.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, he's got to be the worst player left in the game right now.
Yeah.
I don't know who.
Though there's a couple that, I mean, I don't think Sophie with an E is really playing that great.
No, but we also don't know how much we have barely seen her, so it's like.
Yeah, but also.
We got the moment with Christina, because we had said that both of them were kind of purple, but we got that really good moment with Christina talking about her mom, and how
with Shannon
was.
Yeah,
with Shannon and explaining everything to her. That was a good moment.
I hated how approached like that food situation.
That was awful.
Terrible.
Like it's just like a bad look.
It's so bad. And especially when you have Alex and Sophie standing there who have not ate anything besides worms from the ground.
Yeah.
You think they don't think that fruit looks fantastic right now? You sound so entitled and dumb by saying these things that you're saying.
I can't believe that Jeff didn't roast her, because if this was like old school Jeff, he would have absolutely
blasted her.
He would have blasted her for sure.
Yeah, that was wild. That was a wild situation.
What did you think of the challenge?
I was very happy that we finally didn't have a jigsaw puzzle essentially involved at the end of it. I don't know how I feel about the tower block stack, but I'm glad it was at least not a puzzle for once.
I thought it was a fun challenge.
Yeah, I liked it overall, I think.
I'm glad it didn't end in a puzzle too, but I didn't like the stack either. It felt very basic. Like, you couldn't do something a little bit more like involved. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just, I don't know. It was weird. I also don't know why they were trying to stack one block at a time. Obviously, when you have like 4 blocks left, you want to grab all 4 and try to put them down, because
that's what I'm saying. And that was allowed. So like, especially with Nate's height, I would have taken like the last 5 small blocks and just placed them, been done.
Yeah.
And Savannah and Sophie are both tiny, so you just throw them on Nate's shoulders.
Savannah's only like 4'11". She's so short.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're done. And like, I don't know why they didn't go that route. They're trying to place 1 by 1, and Nate's like, dude, I'm dying standing here. Like, please finish. I don't know. It was a weird strategy. And both tribes did the same strategy of trying to go 1 by 1. Rizzo did 2 once or twice, but like, just grab 5 of them bitches and throw it on there.
Yeah.
MC looked the best in that challenge to me. I don't. She seemed to do a lot. Tribe.
Yeah.
She was like on her. She was doing one of the heavy parts at first, I think, like on her knees, like carrying somebody. And then I think at one point she was like, y'all suck at this. Let me just freaking go up here and do this myself.
And Alex used himself as a stool, and he had 2 people standing on top of him. That had to have been awful on his back.
Yeah. It was cool to watch them once they lost. It was very interesting to see Savannah and even the rest of the red people, and I think Sophie might have been there too, be like, we gotta, maybe Sophie wasn't there. I think it was Jawan and Nate, and they just like looked for Rizzo's idol for him, which
Oh
I've
yeah.
never.
Yeah,
Boy,
Savannah, Nate, and Jawan, they just went ahead and looked for the first part of the idol at the fountain to help speed up the process. Because, I mean, the idol
he
wasn't
mad about that either. He was like
No.
perfectly fine with it.
the idol wasn't the important thing. The vote was the important thing to make sure they had majority still.
Yeah.
So, because without his vote, it could technically be 3-3 if Sophie goes with the yellow people. Now, they didn't think that was happening, but you don't want to bank on that when you can just find this and make sure it's 4-3 no matter what.
Yeah.
So they sped up that process. I thought it was very interesting too that once he had the clue, Rizzo found the idol like instantly, whereas the other tribe, when they were trying to find it, it took them forever.
Yeah.
The blue tribe, the Nightmare tribe. But yeah, so I mean, he's got an idol now. I don't think anyone's mad about that. It seems like 90% of people love Rizzo. So
yeah,
I feel like the only people that
doesn't like Rizzo.
I've seen a couple, and I think it's people that are basically just trying to like go against the grain.
Yeah.
It's hard to not like this dude. He's so funny.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what don't you like about him? The only way you don't like him is you're saying everyone likes him, so I don't like him.
Yeah.
He has a great confidence to him. It's not cockiness. It's not, it's not overbearing. It's just, a nice confidence to him and playing the game that he loves. You can tell he loves the game. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a slam dunk for casting when you have someone who wants to try, and they're confident in who they are and who they, what
and
they
have
do.
A fun personality. Yeah. He does. Yeah. No, like I said, I mean, that's my 4 favorite people in the game right now, working together. So like I'm super happy with that alliance forming.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the dynamics on the other tribe?
I mean, I think they're gonna do the same thing and stay yellow strong and vote Sage or Shannon, which it seems like they're getting in close with Shannon faster, so probably Sage.
Yeah. The whole religion thing is interesting to me that Shannon is doing, and Sage brings it up. Like, was she pushing it harder once she realized that these people like appreciated it? If so, that's extremely smart on Shannon's part. If she's able to like control how much she talks about it based off how she feels other people are receiving it, like that, I'm impressed with.
Yeah, I mean that's amazing play by Shannon to, and I don't think it's fake. I think she does truly like religion.
Yeah.
But knowing what group to be strong about it and not be strong about it is very important. And it seemed like she picked up with that yellow tribe. Like they are digging the religion. I'm going to play into it with them.
I feel like if you put Shannon on any swap tribe in any combination, she would be just fine right now. Like,
she seems to know how to find a way.
Yeah, she seems to have that ability to just create, like people want to work with her. And I don't think this because like her personality is different. But it's not, threatening. And I think that people see that she's a loyal person. She's loyal to who she is. And that, that reads off well.
And it's funny to me with her that we all find her annoying.
Yeah.
And yet everyone on the game seems to love her. It's just very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, again, when she's doing the breathing exercises on the beach, they show Alex. Alex is like on the verge of laughing at how silly this is.
Yeah.
And yet they like her still anyways. I don't know. But it seems like Sage would go. I mean, she feels like she's going to go almost. She's basically like, yeah, I'm not getting in as fast as Shannon is. I don't know how to do it.
I wonder if after they voted out Jeremiah, I wonder if Sophie and Alex had time or even looked for a new Beware advantage or anything, because we didn't get to see any of that.
Though they definitely had time because they had the night and the morning.
Yeah.
Because they didn't go to the challenge thing until at least the morning afternoon time ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they didn't show them looking at all.
A reason to show them really looking for anything. So they probably just didn't get it since they didn't find anything.
Well, and they probably didn't think that they had a limited time to look before a swap was happening. So they probably were like, let's look tomorrow or something. And then by then it was too late.
Well, swap was happening because Jeff told them basically at Tribal the time before.
Yeah, but he didn't fully tell them.
I mean,
he did, but did they pick up on it is the question.
Even the Beware advantage note basically tells them that they're going to swap at some point.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you find yourself living in a different camp, the rules still apply.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, that could mean merge too, though.
I mean, sure, but like,
But no,
these...
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
Right.
I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Overall, I thought it was a pretty good episode. I mean, we didn't get anything unexpected. It
No.
wasn't, but I'm very happy not to see the blue trap go to another tribal and see somebody else voted out. I just feel like now I don't really know how this game ever changes from yellow versus red.
Yeah, and it's hard to change from that when the blue got down to 2 people.
Yeah.
If you get down to 3 or 4, it could still change. But they got down to 2. It's going to be really hard for it to change from being yellow versus red at this point.
Yeah.
Because there's not even like enough blue people to change it from being yellow versus red. I mean, yeah, like at this point, yellow and red would have to come together. It'd be like, it would need to be something where like Joanne and Sage start working with Sophie with an E and Jason.
Yeah.
And it's not going to happen. Like, it's just none of those players seem to be good enough to do that. Especially when you have someone like Jason who's like, yellow till I die.
I mean, basically, we're getting an in-game like a Sophie, Nate, Rizzo, or Savannah, or Steven, MC, Sophie, Alex.
Yeah.
Or something.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much where we're at.
I am interested to see how Alex and Sophie, like, at whatever point in the merge they become a target is when I think things are going to get pretty fun at the merge.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. No, I mean, and it'll be interesting to see them come back together at the merge because now Alex is going to want to work with yellow and Sophie's going to want to work with red.
Yep.
Sophie's going to pull him in. And maybe I'm just getting this because of the edit that we saw because they went to tribal, but the connection that Sophie has with them is stronger than what Alex, I felt like, had.
Right. And I can definitely see where you're coming from, where Alex will just join that 4 and they'll become a 5.
Yeah.
Also, too, though, like, Sophie's out for herself. She's gonna look up first.
For sure.
Everything. So like she might not even be as concerned with Alex getting to merge as she is about getting herself.
No, I think the thing is that she knows Alex will work with her, so it's good for her game.
So like knows that too.
Yeah. But there are only 2 people, so you're not scared.
Look, we know Rizzo and Savannah are coming back for 50. I don't know if they would bring back the winner. Like, I don't know if they would be that obvious about it. But, like, if Sophie wins this season, I'll be so happy.
I wouldn't be mad about it at all.
I mean, based on us knowing 50 and what we're seeing in this game, it makes you believe that, like, Rizzo, Savannah, Nate, Sophie is going to be the end game. And if they don't want to bring back a winner, then it makes it seem like Sophie could potentially be the winner.
Correct.
This season.
Which I'm totally here for.
Me too. I love her. I love her story so far, and I like her personality.
I mean,
She's cool as hell.
I would be fine with a Rizzo, Savannah, or Sophie win.
Yeah.
They're all amazing. So, like, give me that. I don't care. I mean, I wish it wasn't semi-spoiled. Because this season, I mean, let's be real, it was pretty spoiled by knowing who was on 50.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to assume Rizzo and Savannah are getting pre-merged. They wouldn't be on 50. So, like, it was semi-spoiled already. But on the bright side, they are at least fun characters who I enjoy watching on my TV.
Yeah.
So, like, if I'm going to be spoiled in a way, at least it's with something I can root for.
People that we see that are worthy to actually be on 50 with all these other people. Like, I am so excited to see Savannah and Rizzo with these legends. Like, it's just, like, I really thought, like, oh, they're just giving these 49 people spots because they're the season before and they have to represent. No, I feel like they did a good job with picking the 2 people. And it's still pre-merge. Like, we haven't even seen their merge game yet. You know, but, I mean, slam dunk out of the park of casting to pick those 2.
Rizzo and Savannah playing with, like, fucking Ozzy and Jenna Lewis. Like, that's going to be
Coach.
They're going to be
Sari.
Oh my God.
Rizzo's gonna be literally starstruck. He's gonna be like I said, like on a podcast before, he's like us. Like, he is like a normal fan, loves a TV show, a normal guy, and he's with these legends. Like, it's literally like a Survivor wet dream. Like, swear it is, and he gets to be the one to, like, experience that. Because I feel like Savannah probably is a fan, but she's not a fan like Rizzo is.
No, Rizzo's more of the fan. Savannah's more of, like, straight up gamer mode.
Yeah.
Like, she is she's there to like do what she wants to do, and that's why I said like between the two of them, if I was going to guess who wins, if it was one of those two, I'm guessing Savannah gets back because she wins, whereas Rizzo gets back because he is this fun personality that you really enjoy watching.
Yeah.
I can see that for sure.
But yeah, no, it'll be interesting. I'm ready. I'm kind of ready to just get to the merge at this point.
Yeah. Me too.
I think we're gonna like this pre-merge hasn't been super great, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
But on the bright side, like most of the players going are the weaker players, so that leads to a
fantastic merge, hopefully.
Well, yeah, hopefully. So we'll see.
Well, cool. I guess that's it. That's all we got.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, y'all. Well, catch us next week to talk about, I guess it'll be episode 5 then, see what happens. But
yeah, we're just moving right along.
For real. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Yep. Later, y'all.